I am starting my walk from the flood barrier at Greenwich, east of London. They just taken off from City Airport. Go up these steps, and then I've had to go down some steps, which appears to be a pointless exercise until I realise that it's part of the flood defences. I've got to go way to my right towards the Dome, Greenwich and central London. I'm walking along the side of the Thames towards the O2 Arena, which I see in the distance along here. This is obviously a wharf which is used as an unloading area for tarmac, taking two barges along the river. The Anchor and Hope by the side of the river here. So this is not quite as picturesque as further along the river. Sandcastle. I've never made one that big. So I've had to walk inland to go round Greenwich Yacht Club. Building going on there, and that's what it is. And that's more in progress. And they've created a walkthrough for the Thames path whilst they're doing the building. This place is known as the Jetty, Greenwich Peninsula. Cable cars going across the river here. And this appears to be an area which has been made to trap the water at high tide to encourage the growth of these weeds. The tide is starting to come in and cover that area of sand. That is the O2 Arena. A slight version of 1/8 of a sand dredger. Another view of the slice, the 1/8 slice of a sand dredger. View from the other side. There's something else that's been done here at Greenwich. It's the upper portion of above the tide of the vegetation that can be growing near the river. The O2 over there, Arena, the Intercontinental Ballroom and Aurora Tower. More reed beds here. Come from the right, I think I've got to go straight on. So I've got to go along to the right, along Mauritius Road. I've got to go left now along Christchurch Way. This is looking back from the direction that I've come. I must have spent about an hour, 3/4 an hour or an hour walking around various roads to get around the back of Morden Wharf. I need to go along this road, Ballast Quay to the right. This is the Cuttisock Georgian Free House. I just had to have a pint of shandy there, looking across the river. Trinity Hospital, Greenwich. I can see the Shard in the distance. Looks quite close. The incoming tide is lapping along the shores of the Thames. So the old Royal Naval College is now a university and occupied by Trinity Laban Conservatoire of Music and Dance. I'm now walking under the Thames in the footpath. Quite strictly no cycling allowed. This is the end section of the foot tunnel. I walked under the walking tunnel under the Thames here at Greenwich. That's the college over the river. That's the Cuttisock. And so I'm now on the north bank. I want to walk towards Tower Bridge, so I've got to walk to my right, but not along here. I've got to walk along the Thames path on this side of the river. I can't really film because of the sun in the lens. Another pleasure boat makes its way along the river in the direction of Greenwich. And that boat is zooming along there. So these are the chains from the iron ship that Brunel designed. So these are some of the beams from the SS Great Eastern ship, which are laid out here near the Thames for people to inspect. Now, Thames path goes away from the river. There is no sign here, but by asking someone, I find that I go along this road to get back on the Thames path here at West Ferry, in memory of the more than 40 people killed and 60 injured in the evening on 19th of March 1941. By a direct bomb hit from the public air raid shelter close to this spot at Bullivant's Wharf. I've reached West India Pier. Thames path is along to my right. Looking along the river in the direction of St Paul's. Gaucho and 28 West along there. Started my walk this morning at Canary Wharf. This is the base of the Thames Clippers, looking along towards central London. This is the part of the Thames Path walk, just past Canary Wharf. It's very pleasant. Now where do I go now? Do I go along the dockside walkway? No, I don't. I go along the Thames path, along here. That is the dock that I'm not walking around. Part of the Thames path, and it looks like this has been constructed to prevent people racing through on cycles. Narrow street, the Grapes. This is the Thames from the upper room at the Grapes. Walkway along the side of the Thames here at Limehouse, and I'm walking towards central London. Come from Limehouse Basin direction. Need to go that way towards Tower Bridge. I have to go down another little alley. That looks a bit macabre. This door is designed to be closed to keep out the water at high tide. Those there are built well out over the Thames. Wapping Overground Station. The police marine unit. Thames path is away down this alley to my left. Back by the side of the river, and as I look away to my right, what a majestic sight greets me. Tower Bridge, Catherine Docks. The lock get into them. Dead Man's Hole. It's out of London. Thomas's Tower. Traitor's Gate. The Tower of London complex. And just look at all the people walking across London Bridge. Standing underneath London Bridge. The water is flowing very quickly. Oyster Shed. Very, very popular place for people to have a drink when they finish work. Called Walbrook Wharf, and I've not been able to find out what that structure is. I'm now approaching Southwark Bridge. Southwark. Back over Southwark Bridge in the Shard. The Millennium Walking Bridge. View of the Millennium Walking Bridge from the other side. I'm now walking under Blackfriars Bridge. Blackfriars Railway Bridge. The piers of the original Blackfriars Bridge are still standing here. This is Blackfriars Bridge.